Hello everyone, welcome to Project Zomboid, a game that is a phenomenal survival game for those who love to deal with the whole zombie survival kind of nature. I played through several runs today by itself, and I've been enjoying the hell out of it. We're going to have some longer term events going on in the next couple of days here in my friend group, so you might see some live streams, but we'll see what happens with that. So in short, Project Zomboid, like I said, is a phenomenal survival crafting game for zombies. That is a 2D isometric game. So it's that weird top-down at like a 45-degree angle kind of game. For what it's worth, it's one of the best on the market. So today we're going to be starting off a longer playthrough series. I don't normally play through the apocalypse nor the survival game modes, and the builder game mode really doesn't fit any challenge. So instead, I like to jump into the sandbox instead, just since I can actually tweak a lot more of the things over here on the left side, giving us a much more streamlined experience and a better experience overall to how I would like to play the game. And it's still not to say that this is, I'm making it super easy on myself, and I'll go through all the settings with you guys, just so you guys know what settings I'm actually using. So then it's not showing off, I'm using, I get all the guns and I get all the axes really, really easily. No. So, population-wise, zombie count, normal distribution. I keep it urban focused. I kind of like that better. Means as you see more in the cities, less in the country. Makes sense. Day start, it's the same as default as normal. Anything that's yellow that you see here is stuff that I have tweaked from the normal. So everything else in here is normal. The only thing that's different is darkness during night, which I like to set to dark, not pitch black, but just because it makes the nighttime a little bit darker, forcing me to stay closer to my home and work with a bit more darkness. In here, nothing in here has changed. It's just the exact same normal stuff. The statistic AI director, I set the helicopter to sometimes, because normally there's only one helicopter event that happens somewhere on the second week. And in runs previous, it's always been working up to that point and then being prepared and being able to run, since the original game let us run a lot easier. Cars are a lot easier, more forgiving to use. Zombies tried to much less. Other than that, meta events happen pretty often. And sleeping events happen rare, or they'll happen. By default, it's set to never. I set it to that. I'll put it to once by default. I set it to sometimes. These are kind of interesting. Yeah, they split them up. And here, normal generations and whatnot. I actually want to lower this. I'm going to lower the blood because it gets bad. Anything else I'll change just to make it so it's just a little bit easier on me. In here, loot rarity. Everything I have set to normal. By default, it's rare. Not extremely rare, just rare. I have it set to normal. This means that I get a bit of a hybrid between 1 week later and initial infection. Initial infection I actually have abundant, but everything's a bit more common. It just makes it so it's a little bit easier to find stuff. I don't have to go as far. It's not like I'm going, if I set it to normal, I go into a house and I find maybe like 2 cans of beans. And that's all I'll find in the entire fucking house. It's bad. So I set it to normal because I'm like, well, I am starting, I'm not going to be like a survivor dropping in like a scav from Tarkov. Character-wise, nothing in here is ever different. The only big one is weapon multi-hit. Since melee weapons are now the primary means of dealing with zombies, melee multi-hit is nice, because it means if I swing a weapon, I'm going to have an AoE cleave, effectively. And the map doesn't change. Vehicles put general condition to normal because they come in really, really low. Zombie lore. I modified a few things in here. I set them to active during the day, meaning that my daytime is actually, you know what? No, let's set it to night. They're more active during the night. So I can loot during the day and fortify at night and hold the fort. Sounds interesting. We'll do day. Like this. Otherwise in here, I don't like messing with these too much. They've gotten buffed pretty recently, so I can mess with it, and everything in here is nothing special. So I'm going to save this over, new ones, and we're going to jump into the Yeet 2 trait, which is going to be a carpenter with unfit, very underweight, pacifist, prone to illness, sleepy head, weak stomach, and Sunday driver. Countered with fast reader, outdoorsman, gardener, inconspicuous, lucky, fast learner, keen hearing, and strong. This gives us a pretty good boost to carpentry, a moderate boost to farming, a moderate boost to short blunt, and 9 out of 10 strength. Really quite good. I'm almost considering, now that I look at this, dropping pacifist, because it really need to be more effective with weapons. So let's see if we can't find. We're dropping hardy appetite instead. I'm gonna say this as Yeet 3, just because I want that. And we're gonna spawn right now a few times, and boom. I have no idea what it looked like. I didn't even look. So we don't know anything about Project Zomboid. It's a, like I said, it's a zombie survival game. I don't even know where we're spawning in, what city we're spawning in. That'll be fun. This thing right here, this is how you died. It's very apt. This game is how this game set itself up. There is no victory. You're just gonna die. Okay. Let's see here. We got nothing in that drawer. Did we spawn into an empty house? No? Okay. Cool. Let's grab the bottle of disinfectant. That's gonna be useful. And this sheet here. Let's grab you. Primary. Touch on my back. Got one of those. Need an entire loaf of white bread. That should cover us for quite a while. That fan really just went back. Already going before then. Oh, that's right. I have actually no idea where I spawned, actually. This is so many of them. Like before, this wouldn't be a huge issue. I could deal with them really easily with a knife, but they nerfed the knife by adding animations. Makes it problematic. Yeah, even Even knowing that was a bad idea. I just hate when it spawns you in the trailer parks. Like, it's a lot of open space. There isn't a lot of houses. There's not a lot of loot here. Oh, I'm in Muldra. Alright, well, that means I know where we can go. Why? Yeah, we're in Muldra, okay. Shows you how many times spawn down here. Nice TV show. So get in that table, bitch. That is why. Nice. Easy as that. Can I drop you? Drop you. Can I can eat all this. Okay. It's not any use to me then. You know? So it's very slow to use. Actuality, it's gonna be easier just to use my hands. Look at her go. She's playing the guitar. We actually kind of look clear this way. This is good. We can make work with this. We can make work with this. We can work with this. Why are the Winchester brothers here? That's not good. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Scissors. I'll take those. Those are useful. So what was the key to this? And the doors of a tank of gas. Nice. Check the whole thing. I don't really need a map of Muldra person. Wow, this is... wow. That's really good. I think it's mint. This is a mint car right here. We got lucky there. Oh, hi. She made me jump. could come across like a duffel bag or something. No, I won't. But... box of nails I'll take, a hammer I'll take. This I'll take. Screws, I don't think I really need it. Garden saw, we take. With a vehicle, that's pretty good. Can use that to lure Zeds away from us. Problem is going to be getting it to a safe place. If we have a vehicle, it means there's still power. And all we'd have to do is get to a gas station. If we could get to a gas station, and the tank's pretty good. We ain't gonna lose it. We ain't gonna use a lot of it very quickly. So that's not gonna be an issue. I'm gonna assume there's nothing else up here. So because right now where we are right here right now. So we spawn down in here. I'll say a really bad spawn. As for loot, there's a pretty good house. If I recall off the top of my head, it's this house. No, it's this house. Let's see. I'm gonna get to this house. How did you know I'm in here? How did this whole horde know I was in here? What the heck? That's annoying. It's very annoying. Pretty sure I was in. Okay. I'll just deal with these few. That one, please. Thank you. Okay. As I was saying. That's also we got to get to in order to pick up stuff. So we're pretty close to. We don't have a hammer. This house right here is pretty good to hold out in because it's got the ability to make it completely fortified. It's a good place to fortify. Not necessarily a great place to hold long term though. It might be advantageous to see if we can move out to like the farms that's up here. Get out of the city, that is. If we can, another place we would gonna want to head to is, I believe it is this, no, right here. Right here, we could always drive down. That's gonna be attract a lot of attention. It'll be an in-and-out job. recall correctly, this is the old train station way back here. Where we end up out here, to be honest. I'm not quite sure. Oh, this is the farm. Okay, so we're at the farm. Okay. The outhouse is locked. Not good. I think our bet's gonna be breaking the window. But I don't have any. I guess I can equip this. Bad place to really hold if I have to. Deal with a lot of these before fall. I can deal with this fall, to be honest. Alright. Yay, carpentry. Let's come here to the shelf. Add all of our goodies that we found while we were on the field. The plank we're actually gonna want to grab this. We're gonna open the box of nails. Plank, I'm gonna throw a plank on the door here. Close the screens. Oh, we do have a sheet. Okay, cool. I was smart after that one. Close the screens here. We didn't get lucky to have any food spawn here, which is unfortunate. We don't have any food either. So we're just gonna throw everything that we got up onto the shelf here. I'm not sure how exactly how to forage. Is it a time-based thing, or is it... Oh. Let's deploy this large brown table. Now on a barricade fashion won't do it should do us any good. Let's put it back, I suppose. Let's also make sure we have this in our bowl for hands before we go to sleep. Let's cross our fingers that nothing happens during the night. I said it'll be daytime when we get up. Cool beans. this point, I just have to call it quits and just... Oh. I got a rock. All this gravel, what did I find? A singular rock. See if we can make our way back towards Muldra and find a house that's got some food and just snag a bunch of food. Well, it's really noticed that Sunday Driver isn't getting its use right now. I think I'm using more fuel. But at the same time, I know I'm being a safer driver as a result of it. Alright, well that's doing that. Let's quickly eat some food, because we really need it. There we go. What is that doing down there? Just vibing. Let's grab all this actually, that'd probably be best. And we take those. Those are very important to us. Doing good on our feet for protection. So I was thinking I might want to just stay in this area. And just say we didn't really lose that much by driving all the way out there. It's almost like it's more important to be somewhat nearby. Yeah, again, 1911. No ammo on it. Not really that useful. And as for the boots, I already have a pair of military boots. But maybe we'll spend some time trying to see if we can clear some of these houses out. Okay, more canned foods. Definitely cannot hurt to stockpile this stuff. That. I'm gonna actually. Somehow like a bit of a challenge, and being over there is a challenge. Say a challenge, yes, but not in the normal sense of a challenge. It's a challenge in like you have to build log walls really quickly, and if you don't get an axe, then you're kind of SOL on that front. It's worth being hot. Most of it out of my inventory. Okay, now they're all coming. If I can get these guys to filter in one by one, we'll be in a good spot. Take that. Got over here anything interesting? Nada. Hold on. It's on the trunk of the car. Now the monsters are in there. Why is the zombie prioritized? I have no idea. So this little neighborhood here cleared out. I have a lot over here that I want to deal with, but I think we're all just gonna move over here, just because like it's going to be that much. Oh, not good. Okay, well, let's deal with these guys real quick. We only got 3 to deal with, which is a lot easier than like 7. Nice.